and gentlemen, today's video, keeping it pretty simple. We're out on the California Delta and we're just going fishing. It is springtime still, of course. For me, I think today we're gonna be dealing with a lot of fish that are either spawning or post-spawn. I mean, I think there's still some fish moving up to spawn in the Delta, but I think the majority of the fish we're targeting will be spawning or post-spawn. So we got 6 rods today. We got the frog, the chatterbait, the punch, swim jig, our dedicated bedding setup, which has a gilly on it, and of course we got the old trusty Senko. But right now it's a little breezy, as you can see, about 51 degrees. It will get hot. I think we're talking up to 78 today. As far as the tides go, we got a dropping tide all morning. Probably around 10 o'clock it's gonna bottom out. That's when we might pick up the Senko, maybe go looking for some bedfish. But it is the Delta, just like any other time. We're gonna just see what works, what doesn't, try to figure something out. No crazy challenge, weight, length, nothing. Just going out for a day of fishing and seeing if we can get on some fish and figure them out. 6:35 right now. Gonna make a short run to the first spot. Yeah, like I said, that's today's video. Day on the Delta. Come along, see what happens. Let's get started with a chatterbait. Get things kicked off. Let's see what these fish are in the mood for today. Last time we were out, seemed to have our success on a frog and a 5-inch worm, but totally different conditions, totally different tides, so you just don't know what these fish are going to be up to today. Got a little wind, tide's high, low light. Gotta throw chatter. I mean, how do you not? Say if it was another week or two from now with some consistently warm weather, it'd be Chapo, buzzbait all day, but right now I think chatter makes a little more sense. Oh, there's no chatter. That's like the first cast, the second and third cast with the swim jig. Oh, striper. What the heck? Dang it. It's not what we're going for. Stripey. Alright. Swim jig. Catching striper, maybe it'll be a bass catcher too. Man, I thought that was a bass for sure. Yeah, let's get out of here. I wanted to let the sun get up a little higher before we decided to cross the main river channel. Always a good idea, I think. Got for barges in the distance. Looks clear. Alright, we made it safely. Holy smokes, this tide is moving. I know it's an alcohol, but oh, this is some serious current right here. Slack water in here. Oh. This seems froggy. That was a little fella. And you know what? Follow up. Dang it. I knew that was gonna happen. There we go. That should get bit. That's just a little guy. I'm trying to pop the frog. Forget about you. Alright, first bite on the frog. Hey, if the little ones are willing to come up and eat the frog, the big ones are too, I bet. Oh man, it's oh. I was just about to say, it feels like a froggy day. Okay, cool. I think the frog bite's still on. I say that, but you just never know. So many times I've been like, oh yeah, it's on. And nothing. So I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. Man, oh man, I'll tell you what. This wind is way worse than I thought it was gonna be. Well, it's not bad right now, but it's projected to get worse. We gotta get back across the channel, so I think we're gonna play it safe today. We're gonna cross back and then just fish the marinas. I mean, that was kind of our plan for the end of the day, but man, I don't feel like getting stuck out here. So we're gonna play it safe today. It's only 8:20, really early. We're gonna go back and just fish marinas. We'll see how it pans out though. All right, guys, I think that was the right call. I think that's the best decision I'm gonna make all day, because literally as soon as I crossed, the wind started picking up and it's even worse out there now. I don't know if it's because the tide's going in the opposite direction of the wind, but the swells are really big too. You put big swells with gusty winds, that's like the perfect recipe to flip a kayak. And that's actually the only time I did flip. That's exactly what I had. So I feel a lot better, safety-wise, that we made our way back to the other side. The launch is right there. We've got a few marinas we can fish. I mean, we can fish around here too a little bit, but good call. Better safe than sorry is I guess the lesson I want to emphasize today. If you think there's a chance that it could get sketchier, if you just don't want to risk it, just go with your gut. Just get to safer areas and water, and you know, don't play the chance game. Let's see, what are the odds I get crapped on over here? Probably decent odds. Guess we're out of here. Man, the tide is really low. I mean, look how low this tide is. It's crazy. I don't know if that's goofed up the fish or what. They're running out of water to swim in. All right, so here we go, guys. Our first two marinas, nothing. Got one more marina left to fish, which is actually where we launched, so we'll save that for last. But right now, 9:53. We've been on the water for about 3.5 hours. One fish to show for it on a frog. So I think what we're gonna do now is I see some more protected water, so we're just gonna go fish new water. Try something completely new, something I've never been to before. Kind of fish the moment, see if we can make something happen. Eventually swing around, work our way back towards the ramp, and then of course fish by the ramp. And then call it a day. That wind hasn't let up and it's only getting worse. Tough one so far though. There we go. Oh, finally. Shatter. Goodness me. All right. Not a giant, but a fish. Chatterbait. Hopefully a sign of something positive. Oh, had a bite. I bet you it was a micro. Felt micro. Felt like that little infamous 5-inch Delta bass. Got me excited. Oh, never mind. It's not that micro. It's just a small keeper. That would be like so close right there. As far as keepers go, I'm telling you, that would be like one on a tournament day. We'd measure it. Well, hell, let's measure it. See how actually close it is to 12 inches. It's got to be like right at 12. Whoop. See, look at that. I don't think I'd be able to get that one to touch. It's 11 3/4 for sure. junk fishing kind of day today. I think we've caught, what, 4 total fish on 4 different baits, including the striper on the swim jig. Junk fishing kind of day, it looks like. A bunch of carp back here. Look at all these carp. Wish you guys were bass. Oh, there's a little bass right there. Are you on a bed, sir? It's like a single little male, I believe. It's a really small bedfish. I think this gilly's too big for it. Yeah, this is too big for it. That's why we had it though, in case we found a bedfish. Let's throw a little Senko in there, should catch him, I think. Yeah, a little more interest in the worm. A little more his size. I wish I had a drop shot right now. Drop shot would be quick and easy to do, but I don't want to change over if I can just catch him real quick. Man, this stinker's gonna make me tie in a dang drop shot. Fine, I'll do it. And the reason I'm doing this is because I've got nothing else to go on right now. Alright, this should get the trick done right here. Oh, I might have got it. Sweet, that's awesome. Oh, I bit it finally. Dude, this should not take this much to catch a small fish like this on the bed, but I think if anything it tells us the mood of these fish today. Lockjawed. Got him finally. Jeez Louise, it took a while. See, it wasn't even that big. Not even that big. I'm not sure why it was so hard to catch, but I think it's telling of the mood these fish are in today. Not a good mood at all. Man, why were you so hard to catch, little fella? $12:30. Things aren't improving much. I think we're gonna play our last card, head back and fish towards the ramp. Whew, brutal one today. Oh boy, that's a dangerous size to be in the Delta. Better stay close. Stay close to mom. Yikes. Oh, that's crazy. What just happened? Dude, I feel bad for that duckling. Oh well. Sure, it'll be fine. Besides, they're not coming up and eating anything on top today anyways. I say that and I'm gonna hear like a big explosion underneath those boats. God. Just getting out to text, you know? It's a texting kind of day. Meaning you gotta let your bait sit a little extra long. I knew this spot was good for a fish, at least one. Nope. Mama duck's back, that's good. Yeah, alright, so that tells me I gotta let this bait fall all the way to the bottom and then some. I think probably half my problem, and I do this a lot, is when it gets tough, I tend to speed up with my fishing, when in fact you should actually slow down. Oh, wow. That fish just came up and sat with it. That was weird. Alright, we'll take that one. Looks like we're finishing out the day wacky style. Can't say I wouldn't take him though. Just real quick. That's what he's doing. Got him. All right. There we go. Actually, a little better than I thought he was. A fatty. All right, one for the road. Thank you, sir. That is going to do it for today's day out on the Delta. Didn't go to plan. Did not go to plan. Like I said this morning, a day of fishing, trying to figure them out. I had 6 rods with me, and I had the expectation, those hopes that we'd eventually get on some fish, whether it be on the frog, the Senko, maybe even some bedfish. Not to be. We started out the day catching a striper on a swim jig, so knocked off the swim jig, ended up crossing the channel. The wind was okay. Stuck a frogfish relatively quickly, frogfish out of the way, and a positive sign. So thought that was going to be the deal. We kept working, and really after about 30-40 minutes, going towards the area we wanted to fish, the wind picked up. It got white capping out on the main channel. I mean, the main channel's no joke. There's barges, ships that go through there. That in combination with some nasty wind and some white caps just wasn't my cup of tea. Probably could have dealt with it, just didn't want to take the risk today, so we ended up crossing back, got into some safer, calmer water, and checked out a couple of marinas. Marina 1, empty, blank. Amazing too, because a weightless Senko, you just figured you would definitely get bit eventually, but we didn't get any bites in that first marina. Marina 2, nothing, didn't even see a fish, and then we just went exploring. Went to some new water, stuck a random fish on a chatterbait, got the chatterbait fish out of the way, caught one on the Senko fish out of the way, fished a few islands, looked around. I did not see the amount of bedfish that I had seen even last week. Not a lot of bedfish. Did find one random bedfish. It was surprisingly tough to catch for being such a little guy, and I think that was kind of the mood of a lot of the fish today. I think we were around fish. I just don't think they were biting. But eventually got that one on the flatworm, so drop shot out of the way, I suppose. And then after about 30-40 minutes of nothing else, we decided to play our last card, fish the marina that we launched at, and it wasn't epic, but we did get a few more bites. Got one on the Senko, the old texting Senko bite. That's when you throw your bait out with the Senko specifically. You get your phone to text or do whatever. You pick up your rod and you get a bite. I know you guys have all done that. We got that bite. That really told us to slow down. So we did that. We slowed down. Got another one on the Senko. And then right by the ramp, picked one more off with a drop shot on the flatworm. That, I think, is the definition of a junk fishing day. But tough day, guys. Definitely try to catch them as best I can each time out. And sometimes, like today, it just doesn't work out. Not quite an in and out day, but it was a tough day. That's today's video, guys. As always, thank you for watching. Hope the upcoming fishing for you guys is better than what I had today, and I will see you guys in the next video.